Who here has ever had a bad experience with a college counselor and asked them, why are they even a college counselor? They didn't help me in anything. And isn't there like some certain policies they need to follow in order to become one? So today I'll be informing you about the certain mandatory college counselor practices and policies that they must follow. It is important to us all because as you students, you should know your certain rights that the college counselor must follow and protect. So today I'm going to inform you about the admissions, the test-taking policies, and the financial aid policies. So let's talk about the admissions policies that a college counselor must follow. They can make any unethical or unprofessional requests on other admissions counselors in other colleges. For example, they cannot bribe the other universities to help you get into them, and they must follow the certain college admissions requirements in order to get to them. They can't weave away and like find loopholes in order to help you get into the university. And any information that is received or sent to the students, and they must be careful. They can't say anything bad, or else jeopardize your chance into getting into that university. And according to the 2010 October 20th EBSCO research accessed on January 20th, it says that there is less attention focused on the transfer admissions according to 1/3 of the student population. And according to another 2015 EBSCO research database, it says that they haven't enlarged in the policy making matters for the admissions counselors. So now that let's talk about how they can't publicly announce any favoritism or guarantee anything to their students. They can't guarantee any financial aid, scholarships, or any help to the college students, and not even guarantee them any placements as well. If they can't score that well, then they can't put them in any classes that are higher than theirs. And according to the October 20, 2006 EBSCO database, college officials need to spend more time on the core curriculum rather than trying to promote their institution. Instead of letting the students know the scholarships that are out there available, they need to find a way to help you achieve and win those money out there, free money out there for you guys. And according to another EBSCO research database, there is no significant difference between the first generation college admissions to now the transfer rate. They have to have a policy to also help boost up that transfer rate, other than the first generation that just happened. So now that we talked about the admissions policy, let's talk about the financial policy that a college counselor can't tow with, because those are very important because they deal with the government. They cannot announce needed help financially for students. They need to be careful about posting the scholarships awards that are awarded to the students who won them, and they also need to let out the info of the scholarships. They can't hold it within and only let it out to certain specific students that they think really need it. It needs to be open out to the public. And according to an EBSCO database accessed on 2015 of January, financial aid counselors are in the certain position to talk about the quality consumer aids available to students and their family. An important law is to keep the money and records of financial aid confidential. They need to work with other officials to keep those test results and any other work confidential from their students. And according to Riaz Garcia, whom I interviewed on January 20th of 2015, he says that you can't submit any minimum test scores to any programs or scholarships just for the students to get more aid. That's through cheating and very, very bad. So now that we finished talking about the financial aid policies, let's talk about the test-taking policies. And once the tests add up into the transcripts, the college counselors have the duty to take certain policies and procedures to protect them. One of them is to make sure that the transcripts are given to the counselors from the professors confidential and professionally. They can't be submitted from any other student or anyone else that hasn't been teaching that class and without a degree. And it has to be sealed with an unbroken seal, and it cannot be messed with. It can't have any stains. It can't have any rips or any damages to it whatsoever. When a college counselor talks to the student, they are entrusted with the confidential info given to them, and unless authorized by them or any other bigger authority, they can't release it to anyone else. And they need to abide by the school officials to keep the test results confidential and accordingly to the state law regulations. Now that we explored the regulations of the admissions, the test policies, and financial aid policies, it's important to us to also know the college counselors, what they can do to help you succeed in your educational plan. And with that, you want a college counselor to bring out the best in you. And you need a good college counselor that abides to those rules and wouldn't risk you, most importantly, and them to getting into trouble.